In this pill, we will discuss spoofing. The term literally means manipulation or concealment. And it's a tactic used in cybercrime to falsify the identities of users or devices. This is a kind of technological forgery. It is used to trick the victim into believing that the content received is sent by a trustworthy person. The goal of a spoofing scam is to steal vital information or sensitive data, such as banking information. Criminals can use various techniques to access personal accounts. In doing so, criminals have an easier time impersonating the stolen identity. Those who receive messages from people they know never doubt the actual source of these messages. In this manner, criminals will lead their victims into their traps. Let's look at a practical example to understand better the mail spoofing process. Now, imagine that you receive this email from the head of Human Resources. Object of the email: authorization to make transfer payments of payroll statements 2022. A very convincing link follows this text. Considering the urgency and confidentiality of the email, you check that the address is correct and that it actually comes from the head of Human Resources. At this point, you open the link without a second thought. And there you have it, it's a done deal. By doing this, you will have personally given your information to the criminals. Furthermore, you've allowed them to install malware on your device, which is ready to attack you and the office network. Spoofing is making the social engineering activities of cybercriminals more sophisticated by the day. A known and reliable sender is a perfect start to make a scam more credible. The modalities through which this scam can manifest itself are different. Mail spoofing, which happens in the manner just seen with the practical example. SMS spoofing, through which the criminals hook the victims with messaging systems. Web spoofing, a sophisticated technique in which criminals replicate web pages, making them look like the originals. Now that we have seen the different spoofing techniques, let's see how we can protect ourselves from this kind of threat. The first thing to avoid is that our account itself is the one that is being compromised. In case it is, we risk that someone can impersonate us and steal our identity. For this reason, it is necessary to protect your account by adopting good habits. If we think that someone has stolen our identity, we must immediately notify our connections and report the situation to the postal police. Here are some tips to safeguard your account. Change your password to one that is more reliable and does not contain personal information. Use a more complex password, a mix of numbers, letters, and special characters as randomly as possible. Change your password frequently and never reuse old ones. Protect your account with multi-factor authentication systems. It is also important to remember that cybercrime can take over an identity that we consider legitimate, or part of our usual contacts for malicious purposes. For this reason, it is always necessary to be wary of emails, SMS, or messages from the numerous messaging systems, even if they appear to come from reliable and known sources when they are distinguishable for the request for personal information and the sending of any unexpected information. The sense of urgency in replying. Do not click on links or buttons to respond to requests that have a sense of urgency as a distinctive feature. Unexpected sending of information. Avoid opening non-expected and non-verified attachments that arouse your curiosity or trigger a feeling of duty. To learn more about additional cyber threats, please visit our website cyberguru.eu.